Let's begin with my notes. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought I would continue the mini-series I have of doing my makeup and talking about recent movies that I have watched in the past, well, probably since the beginning of the year, so then in the past 2 months, because I think it's interesting and it gives me something to talk about while I do my makeup. But before I begin, if you're new here, thanks for subscribing, I really appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed, consider subscribing if you are interested. So let's begin. First things first, I'm going to do lotion on my face, and if you see me looking to the side over here, I have a mirror here just so I can see skincare. I have the zit right here that I'm trying not to pick at or pop because I have a really bad habit of doing that, so I'm trying my hardest to not do that because it'll just turn into scab. If you've seen my last video of me making my pants, this is the scrap fabric that I have on my head from that video, so that's why this looks like that. My lotion's over there. Bye. So how are y'all doing this year? I know we've got an influx of subscribers, so thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys subscribing. I've been trying to keep on the schedule of at least doing one short a week, because it's a schedule that I seem to be really liking and really focused on keeping. My videos are more sporadic, but usually I have one main one on Saturdays, and then this video might be a bonus, or I might also do it on Friday. I'm just smacking myself with this lotion. So I think I'm gonna begin. For the eye look today is actually going to be inspired by one of the movies that I recently watched, which was Hello Dolly, with Barbra Streisand, and she is fantastic in this movie. I really enjoyed watching this movie, and how she just portrays Dolly is just like fantastic, amazing. So for the makeup look, it's sort of like, so the movie takes place in the 1800s, late I think, but at the movie I believe was like the 60s, and you could really tell that it was like 60s because of the double, it's not double eyelid, but that sort of Twiggy inspired double eyeliner look that she has, but it also flicks out that I really like. So I'm gonna try to attempt that today. First I'm gonna hold a photo. I just see pictures of, like, the costuming is so wonderful in it. So yeah, she has like this double eyeliner look that's similar to what I did before, but I'm gonna try to recreate it with eyeshadow today. And what I also liked about this look is that she also has hooded eyes like me. She also has hooded eyes like me, so this eye look will look really nice. Anyways, going back to Hello Dolly. The costuming was fantastic. I really like the costumes. I really like the setting. It takes place, I believe, in like 18th century New York City. And I'm using a very small brush. I don't know where my really small flat brush went, but I think this will be fine. Excuse me. And the dialogue that Barbra Streisand had to perform was just very witty and very like fast-paced. Like, she knows, and it's sort of like the control she has throughout the whole movie is really nice. And hold on, focus to see how I want, because her gotten a smaller brush. I'm slowly trying to pack on lighter color, because the thing with hooded eyes is you can just pack it on and then like close it and it'll be fine. It's like a little. Now there is an actual reason why I watched Hello Dolly, and the reason was because my friend was watching Hello Dolly and then watching WALL-E, which was another movie that I watched this week. And I would highly recommend watching those two movies together, because Hello Dolly, the plot of that is like, oh, it's a matchmaker and it's these people falling in love. And then WALL-E also sort of mirrors that theme with Wally and Eve falling in love. And once you like hear the music with Hello Dolly and the symbol of that, and sort of like have that context with WALL-E, I feel like it changes the narrative a little bit, and it deepens the themes of WALL-E and puts it into a new perspective that I didn't really like. We watched WALL-E when we were like kids, you know, where, you know, we don't really think about any like form beyond like, oh, two robots fall in love, you know. But with the context of like Hello Dolly, I feel like it gives it a new sense. Ooh, I'm trying to talk throughout this whole video, but it's a little. I keep forgetting like how good Hello Dolly is. Not Hello. How good WALL-E is. Like, as an early, was it Pixar movie? I'm not sure. but it's just such a good, wholesome movie. The only issue I had about Hello Dolly is it's so long. Everything today is so long, and my attention span, unless it's like a fantastic movie, which Hello Dolly was, my attention span is about like an hour 30, and then after that it gets like, I feel like sometimes movies drag on a lot. After that you just gotta, something to keep in mind if you're wondering. Listen, now I have that song in my head. And an also interesting fact was that Barbra Streisand, I think, was like 25 when she played Dolly in Hello Dolly, and I think the character in that movie was supposed to be around like 30 to 40, but she looks older in that film than what she was, so it doesn't really like take away from any of the performance or at all. I think she killed it, and everyone else in that whole movie was well. And the choreography, so Hello Dolly is like a song and dance movie. I don't know what you would call it, but most movies are back then. And the song and dance are just so, like, it's been a while since I've seen like a really good like theater production movie, especially in this day of age. Then I'll do, I think, a little eyeliner to get that other wing down there. So moving on, another movie that I recently watched was Holes, which was a Disney, I think it was a Disney original movie that came out in the early 2000s, which was my era. And I forgot how like in-depth that movie was, because you have like the main story which follows these two kids at this camp, but then you also have the complexity of like the lore between one of the kids' family, and then you have this other lore between, like, it was Sam and Barlow kissing Kate Barlow. Yeah, and like, but it overall is such a great movie, and I like the storytelling of it, and some people like it, some people don't like it. I really like it. You know, growing up in that time where that was sort of the peak of Disney, I'd say. Really the peak of Disney, and those Disney movies did like slap really hard. Give some ratings, because I don't know if you guys are on this like Letterboxd thing, but I am on it, and I should tell you what ratings I gave for each movie. So for Hello Dolly, I gave it 3 stars, but I feel like I might bump it up to 4 because I really, really like it. Holes, I gave 3.5, which seems fair. I don't think it deserves 4 stars. 3 stars probably. 3.5 stars is probably good. And then what else? When did I watch WALL-E? Did I not put WALL-E on here? No, I didn't add WALL-E in here. Well, I give WALL-E like a 4 star. It's just such a cute, wholesome movie that I really like. Because you have to give it, come on, you have to give it a 4 star. Come on, what? So, oh, I did watch the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka because it was on whatever it was on, and it was good. I do like it because you get more like songs. I'm really into like the musical play genre of movies, especially back then. I feel like Gene Wilder was really good at it. You gotta do like the Candyman songs, like a classic. I really enjoyed it. The one thing that seemed kind of weird, because I'm also thinking about like the comparison between like the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka and like the Johnny Depp Willy Wonka, is that there was more song that came with the Oompa Loompas that I really liked in the Johnny Depp movie, but you do have the classic song of the Oompa Loompas in the Gene Wilder. And with all the other songs, I feel like with all the kids disappearing, it felt really fast. Like, oh, like they're gone. But I guess they do have a song every time like they leave. Well, Veruca Sweetheart gets a song. I don't know if I forgot if any of the other kids got a song. But it felt very fast paced and stuff. And the ending was a little like abrupt because of the other Willy Wonka movie. You get sort of see what happens to all the kids and stuff, and it gives you like a good conclusion, where this is just like, hey, you have the chocolate factory now, you know? So it seemed a little, I don't want to say subpar, but it seemed a little bland at the end. But the beginning's always good. And I haven't seen the new Wonka movie. I don't particularly want to see the new Wonka movie. Apparently it got relatively good reviews. I don't know. People are hyping it up. But I did go see a play version of Willy Wonka, and I say it was mid. I don't know. There's something, it went by too fast. Like the first act seemed like it dragged on forever, and then the second act just seemed like it went by too fast. It was mid. Out of all the plays I've seen at that place, that probably wasn't the best. Out there, in the world outside of the universe. Now I just have Hello Dolly. Just trying to darken up that corner a little bit. I might go back with a little deeper, either black one, just to darken up corners a little more. just to darken it up. I don't know, I kinda like this look. It's very 60s, like mod style with a little at the end. I feel like with the second, like what else? What other? Willy Wonka. Okay, the next movie I saw is actually a new movie that I came out not recently, like maybe a few years ago. It was really popular then. It was Wendell and Wild. I recently just within probably last month watched that movie, and first of all, I have like a deep love for stop motion animation, either with claymation or actual like Luca stop motion animation. So I was already in love with the style of animation that this movie had, which was stop motion. This cool story that it was telling was also, I thought I would not like it as much as I did. I really liked the fact that one of the, I'm forgetting, Siobhan? It's not Siobhan. I think it's like Siobhan. I'll put her name hopefully in the video somewhere. I liked how she was set up to be like sort of the mean girl puppy. Like there's something like this could turn tides, but she actually was an actual friend. That she was supposed to be like the mean girl to Kat, but I liked how she sort of didn't go that route. My battery overheated, so I had to take a small break, but now we're back. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh, Wendell and Wild. Really good movie, really good message behind it. I wish I would watched it sooner. I might have to rewatch it. It might have to go onto my Halloween fall list because it does have that sort of Halloween vibes, little creepy vibes to it that I really like. But I don't know why I thought there would be more like neon. Overall, it was a really good movie, really good message, really good everything about it. And I would highly, what did I rate it? What did I rate it? What did I rate it? Wendell and Wild, 4.5 stars. Yeah, that makes sense. It was really good. I really enjoyed. Now, another movie that I saw was that I feel like is sort of that I feel like didn't get that much love when it first came out was but it's the Clue movie that came out in 1985. The good Clue movie. I watched it before. This is my second time watching it, and I forgot how good that movie is. And I don't think it did well when it first came out, but it was such a really, really good. Just a fun, like stupid movie, but it's so fun. And it has Tim Curry in it, and the principal from Sabrina the Teenage Witch in it, which I didn't realize the first time I watched it. It had him, and it had Doc from, I don't know forget these acts, but so I'm just gonna refer them to other characters. Tim Curry, the principal from The Teenage Witch, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Doc Brown from Back to the Future. And I forgot it had all those in it. And they do, it's just a really fun movie to watch. And I really like the style, and I don't want to spoil anything because that's the game, you know? You don't spoil stuff. But I think I might eyes because I feel like if I do the second, it'll help immensely. So I think I'm gonna do my foundation now. And it's also a very long movie. I think it's over 2 hours, and it just keeps going and going. And the jokes, and like Tim Curry is one of like my favorite. He did Rocky Horror Picture Show. He was in so many good classic movies. He was in was it Annie? As well. He's such a really, oh, and he was also in Home Alone 2. He's such a good actor and such a good voice actor as well. But I think this one are one of the best because he's just the witty banter. I always like movies that have like a good witty banter, like Hello Dolly and Clue. And it's such a really, really good movie that I don't think got enough attention when it first came out. So I would highly recommend, if you're in the mood for just a feel-good time, that movie. I think it's also really hard. See, I'm having the same problem I did in October where it's like there's so many streaming services and it's utterly insane. Like streaming is almost is as expensive as cable like today. And there's like 5 million of them. So you have to go looking for it, and sometimes they're just not on streaming, which is frustrating. Unless, you know, because I'm paying for all this streaming. But I think it's on Tubi. It's on one of those like Peacock, Tubi streaming sources. Hopefully. Otherwise you're just gonna have to, I don't know, just wait. I had to wait for a while for it to come out. I recently bought a lot of, not new makeup, but I had to rebuy like mascara, eyeliner, and like eyebrow pencil. So I'm actually really excited to play around with it, except I can't find my eyebrow pencil. Hold on. I don't have my glass. Really? Oh, found it. Okay. Found it. Now, I've never actually played Clue the board game, but I kind of want to now. Like, you kind of, like, it's sort of like, those escape rooms. It's sort of like the vibe of the movie, you know? This is it right here. What did I give Clue? I think I might have got Clue 4 stars. Now the next movie or the next few movies are movies that I've watched with friends. And the next movie that we watched was Gone Girl, which I've seen like, cause I go down these like rabbit holes on TikTok where, you know, you see parts of movies. So I've seen like parts of Gone Girl, and I actually was really interested in watching this movie. And oh my gosh, this movie was insane. Like, it's really good, really well done, but it is a wild ride, and I don't want to spoil anything. But I liked it. Is there anything else I need to say about it? It's just, oh my gosh. Yet again, a really long movie as well. But overall, I really liked it. I should look it up to see if it won something, because I can see that winning. It's an older-ish movie, early 2000s maybe? 2014. Okay, so it's been a while. It's almost like, it probably is like 10 years old, but it's still like it's not, it's really intense movie, like, but it's so good and so crazy. And it's just, I think I gave it Gone Girl 3 out of stars. That seems fair, because it also, like, I liked the movie, but it made me really mad about how everything happened. And you want to root for one person, but then the other person you want to root for, and it's just crazy to think about what happened. And it's also a very long movie, like over 2 hours as well. And this is sort of my take on the other movie I'm going to talk about, which is Bottom, that came out just I think last year, that we watched. I really like that movie. It's still like a fun movie to watch, and with a good like message, I'd say, but it's also like fun and a little bit silly. And yeah, that was like a blur. We watched that literally like the first day of February, not the first day of the new year. So it's been a while since I've watched that movie. Oh, I need to get a new, like I said, I don't know what's wrong with these NYX Epic ink liners, because they keep leaking out. Put a new battery in. So yeah, as you can see, I just really like the tip. Tried like the ColourPop one. Is that better? Maybe. I might rework the shadow a little bit to give it a little more, darken it up, because I think I'm losing the wing on this side. Yeah, that sort of works. So we're working it. This eye is definitely better than this eye, which is always the story. So very small flat brush, because I like this brush, but it's a little too thick. It's fine. I'll be fine. Now, the last movie that I have seen recently, I found really disappointing, which sucks because I thought this movie was going to be a really good new animated movie from, I think it's from DreamWorks. It's called Orion and the Dark. It seemed like a cool concept, and I thought it would be fun. What did I think? I thought it was going to be similar to like Guardians of the Galaxy, the one where they have like Jack Frost, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, all that. I thought it would be similar to that, but it started out good, and then by the end I was like, I think they're just taking it a little, not too far, but like got really creative with it. I don't know how to explain. It's like, I don't know how to explain without spoiling it, but they just went off like the hinge with the ending, and it sort of turned me off, and I was like, oh, this really isn't a really good ending. Which of course sucked, but the animation was beautiful though, like it usually is. And I feel like the sad part of it wasn't that strong of an impact compared to the other movies, which was really disappointing because I was actually really excited to. Fun fact about this mascara is that when I was getting new makeup to restock my collection, I had a brown mascara and a black mascara, and I just wanted to get a black mascara. So I bought this and it was like all natural. I'm like, okay, cool, natural black. Then when I took it home and tried it for the first time, I realized that it's actually brown. When they meant natural, I think they meant it to be brown, and this is from ColourPop. And I really like the mascara, and I'm fine with the brown mascara. That's nothing bad, but I didn't even realize it. They don't have it on the packaging or anything. That I bought a brown mascara, so I'm gonna have to go out and get a black mascara. Now, I do have a few movies that are on my list that I want to watch. One of them is a recent one that's I think like 1980s movie that stars the love interest of Pretty in Pink. He's in it and it's called Mannequin, and it looks really interesting. And I do like that era of like cinema. We'll just do that. I do like that time period of cinema, like the 1980s. Anyways, that's another movie I want to watch, and I have to see where it is. And then a movie that I was really excited to come out was the second Chicken Run. I have a really fond history, and Chicken Run has to be like one of my favorite movies because I've just watched it so many times as a child. I need to finish my, what else do I need to do? Let's put on bronzer. Because I've watched Chicken Run just so many times that it's just ingrained into my head of just everything about it, and I love it so much. So I was super excited when they announced that they were going to do a second Chicken Run. It looks decent. I haven't seen any reviews. Sorry, my voice. Do I have anything? Dr. Pepper, hold on. I haven't seen any reviews about it, but I do have to say the reviews on Letterboxd, because you can like add reviews about certain movies, and the reviews on Letterboxd for Chicken Run are some of the most bizarre, weird ratings and like comments that I have ever seen, and they crack me up so much. But yeah, so I need to watch that one. So I need to watch Chicken Run, and then I did make a list. I made a list of movies sorted out by certain women in certain decades. So you start with like Judy Garland in like the 30s to like 40s, and then you move, actually I can just tell you. So yeah, it was gonna start with like Judy Garland with like the 30s, 40s, and then go into what's her name? Breakfast at Tiffany's. Her name starts with an A. Audrey Hepburn. Then I was gonna do Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe, and then Dolly Parton, and then Molly Ringwald, and I was gonna watch those in order. So I have a list of movies that I would like to watch. Some of them, especially like the 1940s one with Judy Garland, are really hard to find, and I think I started The Wizard of Oz. I just need to finish it because I fell asleep halfway through it, because I'm also a grandma when I watch movies, and sometimes you just fall asleep. But anyways, I'm gonna put on some highlight. I've been doing my highlight a little different. Instead of doing it just on the cheek, I've been sort of doing it like well, let me show. I do a little bit on the inner corner of my eye. I've been doing just on the cheekbone, just a little bit, and then I've been doing on this side, pat that in a little bit. Then we go under the brow and a little bit over the brow. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, like over here, not that shiny, but when I turn my head, it just catches more of my features and like high points and stuff, and it makes it look really nice. I probably should have waited and powdered, because I'm gonna powder my T-zone, because that's where it's the most oiliest. It just hits nicely. Now I am going to powder down just a little bit so that I'm not that shiny, because I put lotion on and I am really shining right now. Now I have also I want to try reading more this year. I'm really bad at reading books in general. I never liked it as a kid. I never really like it. I don't usually really like it now. But I'm trying to change that because I want to read more, because I think it'll just help me altogether. So I'm in a book club right now, and this month we are reading The Secret Lives of Church Ladies, which I like because they're sort of smaller like vignette stories books, so I can sort of like pace it on each chapter, and I am really enjoying it right now. I don't want to say too much about it in the perspective of black women mostly, and I think each story is unique and very insightful onto what their lives, onto what their lives. And I highly recommend it. It's a really good book. So far, I'm about halfway through it, and each story is just really good. I really want to read the books, but at the same time, I do so many things that I feel like audiobooks might be better for me, just to keep it going and stuff. So I'm probably gonna have to get a library card. And then I think there's this app called Libby that I can use to sort of listen to the audiobooks of these. But anyways, I feel like we should take down. Oh, it's already coming apart. It's cute. I haven't curled my hair in a long time. So hopefully I still got it. See, I don't know what to do. This one's been giving me a hard time. My hair is getting so long. I feel like now your tooth's been so long. I'm in my long hair era, where I don't think I'm gonna cut it short or do anything drastic to it anytime soon. Because I just want to see how long I can get it. I kind of like these really tight curls up here, maybe. Because I really like the really pretty. This, not so much. Came prepared with the brush. I didn't realize what I like doing this. Holy me. I do have to say, it is a lot. I do have a lot of hair. See, I really like the curls down here. I think I just didn't do that well with. I feel like Jessica Rabbit because it always seems to. Alright. How are we looking? Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Because I feel like I'm always forgetting. Oh, the red lip. I'm gonna put my glasses. See, actually. Ooh, the eye look. Lips. I've had this lipstick forever. It's the Fenty Beauty. You can see how it's literally worn and it's like halfway full. And I actually don't do my full lips. I sort of do what, I don't over exaggerate. I kind of like under exaggerate, bring in the lips and make it bigger. I still have this on in my head. So that'll be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me ranting about some movie that I have recently watched. I really like doing these because I can really talk to you guys. And if you guys want, you can tell me about the movies y'all are watching or just suggest some movies that I should watch in the future. I'm finally in my, okay, let's watch some new things instead of going to my go-tos. I'm really excited to watch new. So if you want to leave some comments down below about what movies you guys are watching or some suggestions, I'm always open to new suggestions. I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys next video.